This is a video presentation about child abuse and our jobs as the teachers, parents, and guardians in these children's lives. Many children will experience abuse and neglect. Data shows that more than half of all U.S. children have experienced some kind of trauma in the form of abuse, neglect, violence, or challenging household circumstances. And 35% of children have experienced more than one type of traumatic event, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. According to statistics in Figure 11.1 from the textbooks, families as partners in education, neglect ends up being the most common form of child mistreatment. This makes up more cases than all the other types of abuse combined. Child neglect occurs when there is a failure to care for the child's basic needs. The physically abused child shows signs of injuries, welts, cuts, bruises, burns, or fractures. Other forms of neglect and abuse are even worse cases than these. Here is what parents can do to prevent child sexual abuse according to families as partners in education. Take time at the end of each day to connect with your children with a hug, a smile, a song, or a few minutes of listening and talking. Find ways to engage your children while completing everyday tasks. For example, meals, shopping, and driving in the car. Talk about what you are doing, ask them questions, or play simple games such as I Spy. Explore parenting questions with your family doctor, your child's teachers, family, or friends. Subscribe to a magazine, website, or online newsletter about child development. Take a parenting class at a local community center. These often have sliding fee scales. Sit and observe what your child can and cannot do. Share what you learn with anyone who cares for your child. Take quiet time to re-energize. Take a bath, write, sing, laugh, play, drink a cup of tea. Do some physical exercise, walk, stretch, do yoga, lift weights, dance. Share your feelings with someone you trust. The following slides are information you can call for help. It is our job to keep our children innocent. People who will likely work with traumatized children need to be mentally prepared for those situations. Also, at some point, children who have been abused or traumatized will cross your path. These children will likely act out as they are struggling with their circumstances. Therefore, people need to have a plan beforehand to de-escalate the situation rather than overreacting. When encountering instances of abuse and neglect, a person needs to be prepared to cope. Reducing professional isolation is critical. It allows educators to see that others are struggling with the same issues, prevents the feelings that one's struggles are due to incompetence, and makes one aware of alternative strategies for working with students exhibiting challenging behavior. This could be done in a formal setting or meeting. However, the article goes on to say that people should find a friend that they can confide in so that mutual support can be achieved. Another coping method would be to have an established coming home routine. Whatever a person's method is, they need to be able to disconnect from the situation and not take it home with them. This will allow people to maintain balance in their lives and be better capable of helping those in need when they go back to interact with them. A nationwide resource organization called Child Help. We are a national organization dedicated to eradicating child abuse and neglect. A New Mexico organization, CYFD, It provides an array of prevention, intervention, rehabilitative, and aftercare services. A local system is Affirming Heart Victim Services. Affirming Heart Victim Services through the Cavern City and Lee County Child Advocacy Centers is dedicated to providing fact-finding interviews for children and adolescents when there is suspected abuse, neglect, or if they witness a crime. Child Abuse and Neglect Hotline for New Mexico